It's time now for your Sacred Heart Knights football, presented by Eagle Communications and the Salina Post. And now with your pregame and play-by-play, here's Adam Coulter.
And a very good evening and welcoming you in here to, well, it's a neutral site game tonight for Sacred Heart, week number 3, and the first of 3 straight away from Salina. As the Knights got their opening 2 at home, they will play here on the road at Council Grove as Pleasanton. The Knights avoiding a long road trip. They actually saved the Knights some travel time, and they will play this one here at Council Grove as the Pleasanton Blue Jays will be the home team tonight. The Knights, their first road game. First time in their road whites as you see them on our stream this evening. In all whites, just as they were in all blue last week at home for week number 2. Looking for their first win tonight. They're 0-2 on the season. Meanwhile, for the Blue Jays, they come in with a record of 1-1. Head coach for Pleasanton, Clint Johnson. Head coach for the Knights in his first season is Ryan Kryacek. And want to welcome you in once again here to Sacred Heart Football as you're listening to it and watching it here. Adam Coulter and Brian Dennett on the broadcast. Our broadcast presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Also our pregame show brought to you by Billings Group. Sacred Heart 0-2 thus far and winning the coin flips. As the captain's out at midfield now. And we'll see who's going to wind up on offense to begin tonight's festivities and who will get the ball to start the second half. And as we look at it now, the Knights will defend the north end zone, Pleasanton the south end zone. In the Blue Jays, BLU-JAYS. And just about set for the opening kickoff here in this one. I want to thank some of our sponsors as we wind down the clock for the opening kickoff. Our sponsors include Salina Septic Service, Commercial Tire Center, Smart Insurance, Vernon Jewelers, Salina Regional Health Center Careers, APAC Shares, Billings Group, Kelly Kitchener with Shelter Insurance, also Bennington State Bank, Sage Products, Messenger Total Promotions, Salina Pain Clinic, and Equity Bank. And we are broadcasting from the Equity Bank broadcast booth this evening and throughout the season. Back deep to receive, Bryson Gotti. And I believe that's also Carson Lehman. Teeing it up to kick it off for Pleasanton is going to be junior Gage McGinnis. Ball teed up at the 40. And we are about set to go here. Week number 3, Friday Night Lights underway. A good looking end over end kick taken back at the 4. Up to the 5, to the 10, 15, and tackled from behind up to about the 25 on the return for the Knights. They'll start first and 10 off a good run. Bryson Gotti, the ball carrier. Offensive starters tonight for the Knights are Bryson Gotti at a wide receiver position, Maddox Wells at his quarterback position, also a wide receiver, Noah Hines. Running backs, Dominic Matucci and Carson Lehman. Another running back, Elias Gordon. And on the line, Kason Ivy, Zach Hernandez, Leon Rowe, Alex Ortiz, and Gabriel Rodriguez for Sacred Heart. Twin receivers near side as the Knights will move left to right as you view it on the screen, on the stream rather. The opening snap, handoff, and a fumble as it was Gotti in motion right to left. Handoff to Matucci is. Fumble on the snap, Knights recover. Number 54. See if that was Matucci or if that was Lehman. Wasn't sure if that was number 5 or number 6, but nonetheless, it's going to be a short loss of a couple for the Knights. So second down and about 12 now from the 22. Matucci and Gotti, receivers to the right. Looking now, pass complete. And a couple extra yards on the extra effort there from Don Matucci. About a 3-yard gain, so we'll call it 3rd and 9. As we've gone a minute early here in the opening quarter of game number 3 for the Knights.
Short game brings up 3rd and 9.
And this would have been a home game for Pleasanton, but some talk with the athletic directors and snap, and boy, that could have been big disaster for the Knights as it was tipped. Maddox Wells did get the handle, but then proceeded to throw an incomplete pass, so it's 4th and long now for the Knights, 4th and 9 from their own 24. Actually, the 25, I should say. Leon Rowe back to punt it away for the Knights. The lone back, Mario Davis, junior punt returner for Pleasanton. It's a snap to Rowe, kick, low bouncer, and going to take a Knight bounce, continue bouncing inside the 25 down to about the 21, so it's going to some extra Knight yards there. 1st and 10 coming up for Pleasanton on its opening possession. .10:34 to play here in the opening quarter. It was in the 90s as we pushing 100 in some areas here in central Kansas as we drove here, made the drive to Council Grove. Cooling off as the sun goes down. There's a handoff in traffic and a host of Knights there to bring down the ball carrier, Hayden Mell. Just a freshman out there at running back for the Blue Jays. Short gain and a couple of yards on the carry. Second down. Single receiver to either side up top. Mario Davis. And down low. Another handoff. And up to the 35, and that's going to be first down yardage. McGinnis takes it up for the first down.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays.
Ball right on the 35. Well, the Knights got down to Ellsworth by 2 scores in week 1. Came back with one of their own, but then Ellsworth pulled away for the win. Second week, another handoff and a run, and trying to get Eli McGinnis down, and senior running back steamrolling a couple of the Knight defenders. Second down and 3 for Pleasanton. Twin receivers up top, single receiver down low to the left. Single back is Mel. Another carry, that's going to be close to another first down, and the sticks are moving across the way, so it is going to be first down and 10 one more time. 8:48 and counting here in the opening quarter. Council Grove and Sacred Heart are scoreless. Or I knew I was going to do that sooner or later. Pleasanton and Sacred Heart are scoreless. It's going to be See how many times I say Council Grove just by looking at this field. Neutral field tonight for Pleasanton and for Sacred Heart. Shotgun snap, giving chase, and that's going to be a sack, a big sack, all the way back inside the 30. And give the sack to Carson Lehman, who gave chase to quarterback Cam Staten. And that was a loss, about 11 yards, second down and 21 now for Pleasanton. The original line of scrimmage right at the 45. Single back once again. Staten rolls to his right. Pass thrown, incomplete. Looking out there for Hayden Johnson. 7.5 to play now here in the opening quarter. No score here in Council Grove on the neutral field. The Blue Jays from Pleasanton, the Knights of Sacred Heart. I mentioned earlier the Knights all blue uniforms, bottoms and top last week, all white here on the road this week. There's a pass complete. And going down low for the tackle for Sacred Heart was Maddox Wells, the ball carrier. I should say rather the pass made by Gage McGinnis, junior wide receiver. And a bunch of that yardage back. So we go from second. Well, I take that back. 4th and 6, and I'm not sure if the Knights know if they're going to kick it or not, and there is the punt. Booming kick, and a fair catch called for by Noah Hines. So both teams punted away to the other on their respective opening drives here of the opening quarter. 3 seconds beyond the 7-minute mark here. 6:57 left. It'll be Sacred Heart ball. And they're going to spot this at the 12. So again, neither team having had great starting field position as of yet. Knights' second offensive series. Twin receivers up top, left side. Single receiver, near side on the bottom of your screen. Snap in the backfield. Quick handoff. There's Carson Lehman. Boy, and that might have saved a big run. Lehman all the way up to the 35-yard line. 23-yard run. But that tackle there by Hayden Johnson, if he broke that one, he might still be running right now. As it is, 1st and 10. And the Knights find themselves now up to their own 35. Another snap, another handoff in the backfield. This time it's Don Matucci across the 40 and just shy of the 45. And close to another first down. It looks like a gain of, call it 8, up to the 43. So now Sacred Heart, as we approach the midpoint here of the opening quarter, that at least these first 2 running plays here to start the second drive for the Knights, they're picking up some good chunks of yards. Another handoff, Don Matucci one more time, first down and more across midfield, 50 to the 45. And the Knights into Blue Jay territory. And another first down for Sacred Heart. Looking to keep this drive rolling and grab an early lead as they did last week. Single back, handoff again, this time Carson Lehman once more, a spin and a short gain. A couple up to the 43, it looks like. And there is some laundry on the field up top at the 44-yard line. And that's going to help the Knights out. A horse collar tackle is the officiating call. So the Knights are going to get 15, and it'll be first down.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Knights. On the Blue Jays 27.
More than happy to take those penalty yards as inside the 30 now to the 28, 1st and 10. Twin receivers to the right, single back, hand off Don Matucci and runs into a pair of Blue Jays. Converging on the tackle, Hayden Johnson, also Hayden Mell.
Brought down by number 15 and
Matucci gets a couple. Second down now for the Knights. And the ball just shy of the 25. Snap once more to Mel, quick out, right side, and right into a Blue Jay defender, and in for some help. And a flag called. That should go against the Blue Jays one more time. That might be a late hit. And it is going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And again, the Knights will gladly take it. 15 more for the blue and gold, and another first down for Sacred Heart.
Personal foul called on the play. Targeting. That will give the Knights a first down.
It's inside the 20, inside the red zone is Sacred Heart. Ball at the 17. 5:02 to play first quarter. The Knights began back at their own 12, and they're still driving as we've just gone under 5 minutes here in the opening quarter of this one. Slinger receiver in the backfield now going to throw it, and incomplete as it was Wells looking for Gotti. Just a little short of him. So we'll do it again. Second down and 10. Second down and 10. Again, the Knights in the red zone. Really a fast-moving opening quarter. Snap to Wells, handoff Matucci. In a crowd and brought down. And the tackle made by Eli McGinnis. Matucci, though, had a 5-yard gain inside the 15 down to the 13. $75-yard gain, or 75 yards on the drive thus far for the Knights. Here's a shotgun snap, quick pass right side, and it's going to be, it was complete to Bryson Gotti. Inside the 10. It's going to be close to a first down. Looks like about third or fourth and 1 rather, and boy, a big play for the Knights. That was Noah Hines actually on the reception, I should say. Ball just inside the 9. Fourth down, a short. Well, really, it looked closer to a short 2 maybe for the Knights. And there's a flag. And that's going to be a false start against the Knights, so that's going to back them up 5. They'll redo 4th down. So the clock wound once again as we approach 3 minutes left here in the opening quarter. The Knights can still get a first down without scoring a touchdown. 4th and 7 now. Just inside that 15 for the Knights. 3 receivers, I should say. Looking, still looking. Going to go right with the pass up and caught. Touchdown, Sacred Heart. He wasn't sure he had it at first, but for the Knights, Noah Hines. And a touchdown for the Knights to open up the game. It's Wells to Hines again. They did that against Ellsworth as well. Now we'll see if the Knights go for 2 and actually they haven't attempted a PAT all season thus far. So we're a quarter into week number 3 as they'll go for the 2-point conversion of 6-0. Single back alongside Wells is Carson Lehman. Looking pumps, looks right. Boy, nice catch in there and good. 2-point conversion good by Dom Matucci and the Knights lead at 8-0. So with 2:39 to play here in the opening quarter on a neutral field for week number 3, it's Sacred Heart 8. Well, the scoreboard gave them 14, but 8-0 Sacred Heart on top in this one. Blue Jays and the Knights. As you're watching Sacred Heart football, you're watching and listening to it here on Salina Post, presented this evening by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Welcome back here to Council Grove as the Knights 88-yard drive and pay dirt as a touchdown pass from quarterback Wells to wide receiver Hines. Good for 6. And then Wells to Dom Matucci, good for 2 more. And the Knights on top in this one, 8-0 against the Pleasanton Blue Jays. And we appreciate you joining us. Don't forget later on to tune in for the Kansas State High School Football Scoreboard Show. You can listen to that on KINA later on tonight at 10. You'll hear scores and game wraps from across the state, and that's brought to you by Home Automotive Centers and Salina Surgical Hospital. You can also hear that 9:10 a.m. or 106.7 FM on KINA, also at 910KINA.com. From the Knights to the line to kick it off. Short kick and went out of bounds on the fly inside the 35. It looked like one of the guys over there in the chain gang caught it. And the referee on that far sideline looks like he'll mark it 1st and 10 from Pleasanton's own 36-yard line.
Procedure on the play. The kick goes out of bounds. Blue Jays will take over on their own 35.
.239 to play. Blue Jays to the line. Trips up top to the right. Man in motion in the backfield. Hand off and breaking a couple of tackles up across the 40. Tristan Hitchens in there among the Knights for the tackle, the ball carrier.
Number 18, Mel.
Was Hayden Mel.
Brought down by number 14, Hitchens. 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 5.
So the ball up to the 41 now. 2nd down and 5 for the Jays. Hand off and boy in there. Jailbreak to get the tackle. A nice pass, or nice tackle I should say, Bryson Gotti. As the ball carrier that time, Eli McGinnis, senior for the Blue Jays, and looks like they actually gave him a couple yards on forward progress, but that was all. And trips up top to the right, single receiver near side on the left. Another man in motion in the backfield, another tackle from the backside, not much there. So it's Hayden Mel pulled down, and it's going to bring up 4th and short. It's like 4th and a couple for the Jays.
18 Mills with the carry.
Before this next play snap, we're going to hit 1 minute.
Brought down by Ivy and
Late first quarter, it's 8-0 Sacred Heart. Big play right here for both teams. Man in motion, and they're not going to get it. The Blue Jays actually lost yardage there. And they're going to turn it over on downs.
gets the carry. Stopped in the backfield. Turnover on downs.
As A, the Knights get the ball back on downs. B, short field to work with. They're inside the 45 into Blue Jay territory, down to about the 43. 38 seconds left, late first quarter. Knights 8, Blue Jays nothing. Twin receivers up top. Snap to Wells, handoff Matucci. Up to his left, up to the 40-35 and down about the 30. Good for a first down, as now under 30 seconds. Clock stopped to move the chains and now rolling once again.
Picks up about 12. Brought down by number 24, Carpenter.
Whoops. 10 seconds. Last play of the opening quarter. Barring something crazy. Handoff. And Matucci one more time, and that's going to do it for the opening quarter. We'll come back with the Knights driving once again off the turnover. Sacred Heart 8, Pleasanton nothing, as you are listening and watching to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Summer travel can damage and destroy your tires. Commercial Tire Centers encourages you to check for proper inflation. Underinflation or overinflation, along with the extreme Kansas heat, can cause a blowout, damage to your vehicle, and even cause accidents. Make sure your passenger car, truck, RV, and trailer tires are all ready to hit the road when you visit Commercial Tire. We'll even check your spare tire. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything. Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Welcome back to night football here on Salina Post. Hope you're enjoying the live audio and live video, the streaming. Well, we were playing Sweet Caroline during the break. As you might have heard me butcher there for a couple seconds. Up the middle, Don Matucci. Inside the 25 down to about the, see if they call it the 24 or the 23. It'll be the 23. Third and short now for the Knights. Third and a couple. Ball at the 23. First down would be the 21. And the 20, of course, would be into the red zone for the blue and gold. Opening minute of the second. Knights up 8. And looking to add to it. Snap and, boy, running out of it to his right. 25, and he's got the first down. This quarterback, Maddox Wells, for the Knights. Made something out of nothing and just got those feet moving. And got out of bounds just beyond the 20 and just beyond that first down stick. So now the Knights are in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 18 of the Blue Jays. Knights back up to the line. Gotti up top as one of the twins up there, the receivers. Also up there is Noah Hines. Snap and just stood up there and taken down by a host of blue jerseys. And that was Don Matucci with just nowhere to go. No gain, second down. .10:40 and counting here in the opening half now. Knights 8. Blue Jays nothing. In the backfield, 4, 5, and 6 respectively. Wells, Matucci, and Lehman. And we're going to have a timeout call. It'll be by Sacred Heart. We'll take one as well. 10:22 to go before halftime. Sacred Heart 8. Pleasanton nothing. You're watching and listening to Sacred Heart Football on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits. APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Whoop. Thanks, Ryan. Welcome back here to Council Grove. A neutral site game tonight for Sacred Heart as they take on the Pleasanton Blue Jays with an 8-0 lead into the red zone when we resume play. Quick scoreboard update brought to you by Bennington State Bank. Area teams, let's see what we've got. Riley County 7, Chapman nothing early on. Salina South and Derby is going to be delayed until at least 8. Also, Salina Central and Campus in a lightning delay. And we heard earlier that Ellsworth was in a weather delay, as is southeast of Salina and Beloit. So we've got lightning and weather delays all over the area. And we just got one called here. Thank you, Brian.
We will have a 30-minute delay.
So we're going to have a 30-minute delay. We will take a break. We will come back. When we do resume play, it'll be the Knights with it. Second down and 10 from the Blue Jay 18. Our score at the present is, with 10:22 to go here in the second, it's Sacred Heart 8 and driving, and the Blue Jays from Pleasanton 0. You're listening to Sacred Heart Football. You're listening and watching it here on Salina Post, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. welcome back one final time here to Council Grove as Brian Dennett and myself, Adam Coulter, here in the broadcast booth, and they got one of the, not a four-wheeler, but anyway, the point being that they are going up and they're picking up the yard markers across the field here on the near side, so it would only be assumed that they're going to call this, and we invite you to stop by our website, salinapost.com. We'll see when there's been no announcement made over the PA as far as when it'll be made up or anything beyond this evening, but we will keep you informed on our games here. And we just double-checked it. It has been called. They didn't happen to say when anything else as far as...
Call her down.
Will this be remade or replayed? No. Okay. Nope. Still lightning, so, well, I guess we're done.
Yeah, they said it wouldn't be replayed.
I heard him too, so we've just got word, Brian Dennett and myself, that we're going to finish up our broadcast this evening. Once again, I do want to take a minute to thank our sponsors, and also don't forget Wesleyan. Kansas Wesleyan takes on Friends on the road tomorrow at 6 with Tyler Henry on the call of that. And again, Tyler this evening out in Ellsworth. We've got Ellsworth and Minneapolis. Ellsworth hosting Minneapolis. Also us here at Council Grove on a neutral field for Sacred Heart. And also Southeast and Beloit. Always a fun one when those two get together. And every one of them had been delayed. Last we heard was that Ellsworth and Minneapolis were just underway. As far as I'm aware, that's still going on this evening. But we will bid you a good evening from here in Council Grove as again the Knights led it 8-0 with 2:39 left in the opening quarter, and then the delay began early in the second quarter. Knights were driving. They were in the red zone, but it's going to go for naught as the game will not be made up, not be replayed. So we will join you in week number 4. Week from tonight, and that'll be another one on the road. This will be the Knights' first true road game of the season as they will go to Valley Heights for a road game in week number 4 of their season. Thanks to our sponsors, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, also Billings Group, Equity Bank here, the broadcast booth. Glad you're with us. Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Bennington State Bank, Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington, and also the Salina Pain Clinic, also Sage Products, Messenger Total Promotions, and the Salina Regional Health Center. And we mentioned as well that we not sure how many scores that they'll have tonight, but again, tune into KINA at 10 o'clock for the Kansas State High School Football Scoreboard Show. You'll hear game wraps and scores from across the state, and that's brought to you by Home Automotive Center and Salina Surgical Hospital. You can hear that on 910 AM KINA, also 106.7 FM, and also online at 910KINA.com. So again, thank you to our sponsors. And this one called here early in the second quarter, the Knights with an 8-0 lead and driving, looking for their second score, but they have called this one off. And again, we will say goodnight here from Council Grove. We will join you next week, 7 o'clock kickoff for Sacred Heart on the road once again, as they will be, as I said, their first true road game of the season as they take on Valley Heights. So for Brian Dennett, I'm Adam Coulter. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching Sacred Heart football here on a Friday night, brought to you by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
By Eagle Communications and the This has been a presentation of Sacred Heart Knights Football by Eagle Communications and the Salina Post.